Okay, so we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and so we've been live the last, including today, the last 3 days, in acknowledgement of the solstice that is occurring, the spring solstice. So Saturday and Sunday, we talked about ways, tools, techniques of how we can support ourselves as we shift into spring. And those replays are there. They're available for you to listen to on Facebook and on YouTube. Alrighty. Oh, it's 2 p.m., actually 2:05 p.m. on the 20th. And what we're going to do is share some minutes today about the solstice, what it represents, what it is, and how we can be active participants with it. Okay. Boy, the sage is, apparently the sage needs to be, not only did it need to be lit, but it needs to burn. So we're just going to let the sage continue to burn. And as we do this, let's just turn inward. So gently closing our eyes, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in, breath out. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, letting the lips be slightly parted so that the jaw can relax. And on the exhale, we let there be that sigh. So as we breathe in and we breathe out, we're just letting go. And we're just releasing all that is. We're releasing so that we can be present in this moment, that we can be present in this breath, allowing us to simply be right here, right now. Notice that your breaths start to become longer. So they truly do become elongated. They do become slower. And so for those of us that are often in states of anxiety and stress, this is a good way to help us to recenter. For many of us that are what I call chest breathers, this is a good invitation of where we're remembering how to fully utilize the full lungs versus just breathing from literally from the heart space on up. Instead, we're utilizing the full lungs and filling the lungs all the way up. And so as we take some more breaths, I'm going to include another step here, and we'll share 3 breaths together. And this will feel different, foreign to you initially if you are not mindful with your breathing. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to have a pause. So we're going to, in between the inhale, in between the exhale, between each rhythm of breath, we're going to hold the breath either in or out. And so let me show you what that means. So I'm breathing in, I'm holding my breath. I'm gonna, for a count of 2, so 1001, 1002, I'm exhaling. Oh, holding my breath, not breathing in. For a count of 1, a count of 2, breathing in, holding my breath, exhaling. Oh, count of 1, count of 2, breathing in, holding, exhaling. Oh, holding, breathing in. Okay, so we're going to do this together. 3 breaths like this. Again, eyes are closed, allowing the body to be soft. Your palms can either be palm down on your thighs, palm up, whatever works for you. Legs uncrossed, arms uncrossed. sitting down, laying down, standing up, whatever it might be. Okay, here we go. First breath in through the nose. Holding 1001, 1002. Exhaling. Oh, holding 1001, 1002. Inhaling. Holding 1001, 1002. Exhaling. Oh, holding 1001, 1002. Inhaling, holding 1001, 1002. Exhaling, holding 1001, 1002. Inhaling, exhaling. And just notice your breath where it is. Being an observation of yourself. Notice how you are in this breath versus how you were 3 breaths ago, 5 breaths ago, before we started sharing these moments together. So allowing yourself just to be centered, to be right here, right now. Again, in the awareness that it is in our breath is where life is occurring. It's in this breath is where life is occurring. In this breath. So welcome. Again, welcome to spring, right? Happy spring. And it's beautiful because this is a change of seasons. And again, so now what does this represent? Right? This is us moving inwardness, this time of shortened days, this time of extended nights, right? To where we now start shifting into longer days and longer nights. So right now here on the equinox, this is where we are in harmony of the winter and the spring, right? This is when there's this harmonious flow, this yin and this yang, right? To where everything is simply this harmonious flow, this yin and this yang, right? To where everything is simply in harmony right here, right? And now we get to start shifting into spring. And what does spring represent? Spring represents birth. It represents creativity, right? And so what has been occurring for us for some duration, and certainly since this last full moon, is there has been some upheavals, some internal upheavals, to where we might be feeling it physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, right? Different ways that we might be feeling some upheaval. And what that is showing us is where there is some misalignment within our life. It is bringing into our awareness where there is some transformation to occur so that we can now move into this season of spring and blossom and grow. And so that's what we get to do with spring, right? We get to hold it in reverence and breathe it in and be in excitement and anticipation and enjoy a celebration, because now we get to move forward into this next cycle, this new season, right? And it's the season of us, the season of life, the cycle of life, right? We follow the seasons, right? And so for us, we now get to step into spring, releasing what was. And then tomorrow we have a new moon, which is beautiful as well. What does a new moon represent? It is the new lunar cycle, right? And so the lunar cycle is okay, here's a birthing cycle. So it's what's known as from the dark moon to the new moon, and then that first week, right? That first quarter moon, right? So this is where we get to be in this creative flow, where we get to sit, where we get to be still, where we get to be present and be in alignment and listen, and then allow all of this to flow so that we can now be in planting seeds of intention. So this is also why these past 2 weeks have been about us doing some real deep clearing. And I talked about this, I'm pretty sure, Saturday and Sunday. Um, in this clearing It's happening to us individually, and it's also happening collectively. And so we get to see that. We get to see that within our life. And it's important that we can understand that, because in that understanding of it, it enables us to really then be in the flow of what is occurring. So we're no longer caught up in the little story of me, but rather we're now shifting into, oh my gosh, what is this? What's going on? Because life is so much bigger than our little stories. Is that's reality, right? There's the little r, which is the reality of the life that we create because of where we place our intention or lack of intention. So that's what we experience. So therefore, it is a form of reality. But the reality is what's happening at the collective level, at the cosmic level. The seasons, the change of seasons. That's what's occurring. That is reality. That's what's occurring. Right? The lunar cycle going through its phases, the planets in their orbit. That's reality. That's what's occurring, and we're simply acting out various movies that we are each creating. And then it gets really entertaining, because then unconsciously we attempt to have others join us in our movies. We try to um, cast others to participate in our stories in whatever forms they are, in our partners, in our parents, in our siblings, in our nemesis, whoever, just like we do. We're creating stories all the time. Okay, so this is why little r, capital R. So what we're going to do today, I was sitting with this in preparation of today, and this is going to kind of be a guided meditation, if you will. It's also going to include some drumming. I'll be drumming, and so we'll be using a hand drum. Um, for those that don't know me, I am the founder of Unicorn Life School. I'm Michael Rojas. I'm the founder of Drumbeat of Life, and the founder um, of two other businesses that are currently in motion right now. And so they are actually being birthed in this season, in this new cycle. So um, we're just going to let them sit right now. And as they are further birthed, then they'll be shared with you of what they are and how they show up in service to others, which is part of what we get to learn as well. We're all here to be in service. We're all here to share our gifts. Every one of us has gifts. It's us remembering our gifts. It's us getting out of our stories and remembering our gifts, remembering why we're here, and then stepping into that. Okay. So we're going to be doing some guided meditation. I'm going to be drumming. And so through Drumbeat of Life, the business of Drumbeat of Life is it's the preservation and perpetuation of indigenous cultures, indigenous languages. And so this is a Native American style hand drum. And so I teach folks how to make hand drums. And in fact, this Saturday we're making hand drums. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Here in Las Vegas, um, this is a 16-inch drum, so you'll be making a 16-inch alkyd hand drum, a round frame hand drum. Okay. All right. So that being shared. We're also going to, as we sit inward, we're going to again use this as a guided meditation. Use this with purpose. Have some intentions, and go from there. Okay. So I have the one light here by me, so I'm going to dim the light just because I want to be a little bit more inward for me, a little bit more inward, meaning. And so I invite you right now to take a seat, sit down, lay down, whatever's comfortable for you, to where you can just be, again, centered, at peace, have your eyes closed. And we're going to simply be with our breath. All right. Again, just follow along. So gently closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breath in, breath out. So those who study shamanism with me, this is a journey. And so you know what to do. For everyone else, you're simply listening to me, listening to the voice of the drum, allowing yourself to move into this state where you can be centered, where you can be at peace, where you can be at ease. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. In, out. Letting the breaths become long, letting the breaths become slow. In breath, out breath. You're staying with your breath. And so as you continue to breathe, often what occurs is what I call the monkey mind, the mind chatter, the ego. It attempts to interrupt us. And so I offer you this as a suggestion. When you're driving down the road and you look up and you see a cloud, you look back to the road in front of you, and you look back up and you notice that the cloud is gone. We're going to do the same thing with the monkey mind and the mind chatter. As it approaches, we're going to turn to it, we're going to acknowledge it, and then we're going to turn right back to our breath. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. In, out. Grateful I am for this moment. How grateful I am for this breath. Breathing in, breathing out. How grateful I am for those that I love. How grateful I am for those that love me. How grateful I am for all the abundance and all the prosperity that I have in my life. How grateful I am for this winter and what it has represented and how it has served me. How grateful I am for this spring and the potentials, the possibilities that it provides to me. I am excited with all that is to come, with all the blossomings, all the births, all the excitement that I get to be part of and participate within. And I release and I let go all of that doesn't serve me. I release those old fears, all of those old beliefs. I trust in myself. I trust in the universe. I know that I am being divinely led. And it's simply for me to listen and to take the appropriate actions. I am blessed. I am a blessing. I am grateful for all of this. Blessed. I am a blessing. I am grateful for all of this. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for this life. Staying in this inward space. Asking yourself now, asking the universe, what does this spring represent to me? Where is to be my focus? What does this spring represent to me? Where is to be my focus? Breathing in. Breathing out. In breath. Out breath. So either continuing now as we close out, or at the end of your day and this evening, I invite you to step back into this and continue to sit in contemplation and in reflection of what is this spring representing to you. How is it that you're to show up? How are you supposed to participate? What's to be your focus? And let that be your North Star, right? Let that be what is directing you for the next 6 months. Because we get to be in spring, we get to be in summer. And then we shift back into fall and back into winter. So and what will be revealed to you again is for your highest good, for your well-being. And then it's for each of us to acknowledge what's coming up. It's for each of us then to move forward with it, to take the appropriate actions, to get out of our own way. Free will, it's a wonderful thing, but it's also, like everything else, right? Positive, negative, the two sides. So it's a wonderful thing. And it can also be a way of how we hinder ourselves. So just be mindful of that. Okay, just a quick share, as an offering to support you as we move forward. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close out Facebook, close out YouTube, and we'll go from there. Again, sending everyone love, wishing you all peace. And we're going to close YouTube. Blessings all. Stay well.